Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling a really significant evolution happening in the sports world. It's all about the growing role of AI and betting algorithms.
Yeah, it's a big one.
And look, this isn't just some small change. It's really shaking up how people bet, how providers operate, the whole thing.
Absolutely.
So yeah, our goal today is really to give you a good grasp of what's at the heart of this shift and what it actually means.
Definitely. And it doesn't matter if you're a diehard sports fan or maybe you're into tech or perhaps just curious about how odds get made these days.
Right.
This AI integration in betting, it's a really pivotal development. We're seeing a fundamental change in prediction and how value is assessed in betting.
Okay, let's start with the basics then. AI betting algorithms. Sounds complicated maybe,
A little, maybe.
but really it's about using these incredibly powerful computers to sift through just massive amounts of data.
Just vast amounts, yeah. We're talking player stats, historical results, even weather forecasts.
Weather, right, and things like team chemistry, coaching tactics.
Exactly. All those nuances. The goal is to get a much clearer picture of what might happen in a game.
And what's really amazing, I think, is the sheer volume it can handle all at once.
That's the key difference. Traditional odds making uses stats, of course, but AI takes it to a whole new level.
Exponentially, you said.
Yeah. It finds these tiny patterns, these correlations in the data that honestly a human just couldn't spot, not with that much information flying around.
So thinking of it as a dedicated supercomputer for the game, that's not too far off.
Not at all. It's a pretty good analogy, actually.
And the outcome of all this heavy-duty analysis, often it means the odds it produces are, well, just more accurate than the old ways.
Significantly more accurate in many cases. It definitely makes you question the edge traditional methods still have.
Yeah. And it underlines that idea of continuous learning, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. These algorithms aren't just fixed formulas, they're dynamic. They're constantly updating, refining their predictions as new info comes in.
Okay, give me an example. Like,
Okay, imagine a star player gets injured right before a big match. A human odds maker sees the news, reacts, but it takes time.
Yeah.
An AI algorithm can process that news almost instantly and adjust its probabilities right away.
Wow. Okay. That real-time reaction, that feels like a major advantage.
It is.
So for someone placing a bet, the AI's ability to constantly learn and adapt,
Yeah.
that could genuinely help find better odds, find value.
Precisely. Now look, sports are still unpredictable, right? There's the human factor, freak plays. AI can't predict everything, but it's an incredibly powerful tool. It helps cut through a lot of the noise and assess the probabilities much more accurately. It enhances our understanding. It doesn't totally replace it.
Right, right. It's not humans versus machines here. It's more like a partnership.
A synergy, yeah. Human insight, game feel, that still matters a lot. But AI provides this amazing ability to process floods of real-time data that we can't handle that fast.
It's like having this super efficient research team backing you up, helping serious bettors make smarter calls.
Exactly. And it's not only the bettors who benefit. Sports betting providers, the Sportsbooks, they lean heavily on AI too.
Okay, how so?
Well, the most obvious way is setting their opening odds more accurately. Using these sophisticated algorithms helps them get closer to the true probability right from the start.
Makes sense. Better odds, a more efficient market for everyone. But I've also heard AI helps them understand, like, betting trends.
That's right. By looking at past betting patterns and what's happening right now, AI helps them predict where the money is likely to go.
Ah, so they can manage their risk better.
Exactly. Manage their exposure. Adjust the odds to try and keep a balanced book.
Which, for our listeners, just means they try to have roughly even amounts bet on all outcomes, minimizing their own risk.
Correct. And crucially, for the sport's integrity, AI is also really important for spotting weird betting patterns.
Stuff that might indicate match fixing or fraud.
Precisely. It flags activity that looks suspicious, which is vital for keeping things fair.
So it's a double win.
Yeah.
Predicting games better and helping protect the integrity of the sport itself.
Interesting. Now, what about betting exchanges? That's peer-to-peer betting. How does AI fit in there?
Good question. In exchanges, where you bet against other people, not the house, AI is making the marketplace much more dynamic.
How?
Well, algorithms can help adjust the odds users are offering in real time, makes the whole thing more responsive, more efficient.
Okay.
Plus, these algorithms can even start to predict shifts in market sentiment on the exchange. They spot trends developing, which creates new opportunities for people to lay or back bets. It's constantly moving, driven by this AI analysis.
It really sounds like data is just driving everything, making the whole process much faster, more dynamic. Which brings us to AI betting bots. That sounds futuristic.
Yeah, it does a bit, but it's very real. Essentially, these are software programs, bots, that automatically scan betting markets.
Okay. They evaluate the odds based on rules you've set up, and they can even place the bets for you. No direct human click needed for each bet.
Like a personal betting assistant working 24/7.
That's a good way to think about it, yeah. Always looking for those potentially favorable spots you've defined.
So you can set your strategy and the bot just executes it constantly. That's a huge step from manually checking odds.
It's a massive leap in automation, definitely.
But, okay, with all this power, this automation,
Yeah.
there have to be downsides, right? Limitations.
Oh, absolutely. You need a realistic view. A key limitation is data dependency. Garbage in, garbage out. Meaning the algorithm is only as good as the data it's trained on. If that historical data is flawed, incomplete, or biased,
Then the predictions will be flawed, too.
exactly. It can't make silk out of a sow's ear, so to speak.
Makes total sense. What about the pure randomness of sports, the stuff that makes us watch? Can AI really predict, the truly unpredictable?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? AI is brilliant with patterns based on past data, but predicting those black swan events,
Right.
like a star player tearing an ACL in the first minute or a sudden freak hailstorm halting play, things completely out of the blue.
Right. Things that just wretch any prediction model.
Precisely. Those often fall outside what even the smartest algorithms can foresee. So, yeah, AI is powerful, incredibly so, but it's not magic. It's not foolproof.
A powerful tool, but it has limits.
Gotcha. So looking ahead, crystal ball time, where do you see AI taking sports betting next?
Well, if you think about other tech trends, I can imagine futures where things like, say, virtual reality merge with betting.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe a much more immersive experience where you're in the game visually while advanced machine learning is feeding you real-time probabilities and insights, maybe even personalized betting opportunities based on the live action.
Wow.
It can become this incredibly dynamic, interactive environment that shifts second by second with the game. That paints a pretty vivid picture, a much more sophisticated, maybe more engaging way to bet.
Okay, so for you listening, what's the main thing to take away from our deep dive today?
I think the biggest thing is just recognizing how important understanding these AI systems is becoming. If you're involved in sports betting at all.
Even casually.
Even casually, yeah. These aren't some far-off future tech anymore. They're here right now, and they're hugely influential. The ability to bet smarter, faster, using deeper insights, it's getting more accessible because of this tech.
And importantly, like you said, you don't need a computer science degree to get the basics.
Not at all.
Just understanding the principles, how it works generally, can really shift how you look at betting.
Exactly. It's about knowing that data-driven insight is reshaping the landscape, fundamentally changing how we interact with sports wagering.
Well, this has been fascinating. A really clear look at how AI is not just tweaking the odds, but really transforming the whole betting game. It really is, and maybe it leaves you with a final thought to chew on. As these algorithms get better and better at processing info, reacting faster than any human can.
Yeah.
How might that change not just your betting approach, but maybe how you think about other areas too? Anywhere data analysis is key. What does it mean when machines can anticipate and act on information with that kind of speed?
Definitely something to think about.